Hear me know, hear me know, hear me know. I am the hip-hop-opotamus. My lyrics are preposterous. My name is Spiff. Joining me today in the Towers of Power, the lovely Miss Helen Tuck.
Hello.
And Mikey B, the place to be, coming at you in a record style. Hear me know, hear me know, hear me know.
No! Where's my camera? There it is.
I should say this, gentlemen. There's no Mark. He's otherwise engaged. So today is Friday the 8th of November 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Live, a somewhat last-minute cobbled together affair, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. So, Mike, how are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not bad, Samara.
Cushy, Helen?
Hi, champion.
Any crack? Well, we've got a lot today to go through. So, first of all, weather. Whoa! It's like somebody's transported a little slice of July into October. It's a bit hot out there. I don't trust it. I think it's
I don't know whether
I think it's probably the devil's work, the black arts, or some sort of voodoo, ladies and gentlemen. But it's one of these things I've said to you before now, and it's like, oh, isn't it nice because it's 20 degrees or whatever it is. And then next week can be 5, and we'll all be like, then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so as of today, not a bad day. It could have been a prospective drying day, but those days, not too long ago now. Now I've got my tumble dryer, ladies and gentlemen. Right, equipment check. What have I got? I've got my bits of paper. Well, hell yeah, I do. Have I got my pen? That's right, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got my Heathlands pen. That's the Heathlands pen. Quality pen at the price you can afford. I've also got my drink of water, Mike's got his coffee.
I've got my coffee.
So I'll choose that one.
Ching.
It's all happening live as it happens. Live!
Live!
It is! So, what have we got today? Right, the agenda. So, what is the agenda? I will tell you. The agenda is the list of items and things that we'll be bringing to you, both in the bubbles and at home in the wider environs. Otherwise known, ladies and gentlemen, I think you all have got it now, as the ever-extending...
Expanding.
Extending and expanding and enhancing Heathlands footprints.
Hey.
So first of all, we'll have the news, information and facts, the news stuff that's gone on. We've got quite a bit in that one. Info, that's the things we want you to know about. And thank you to all the people who make this such a wonderful place to be. Then we will have our showcase extreme to the max. This week featuring minions, scran, art classes, owls, and fannying about in the woods. So we've got a bit of that one, and we've also got a bit of the old Heathlands habitat, featuring the mystery of the Orty fence. What's he talking about? All will be revealed soon. So I think before we go any further in these here proceedings, shall we cast our net over the sea and see what we're controlling as we go to a screen peek. There we go. Helen, who the hell have we got and what the hell do they want?
Top of the shop today is Mr. Anthony Rhodes.
Hello there.
What have you had for your lunch?
Do you know what? I'm going to give
Not
you
even
a round
a
of
hello.
applause. It's been a while, Anthony, but you've got in there and you've asked the question. Helen, what have you had for your lunch today?
Cake.
Yeah, do you know what? Hi, Mike.
I had cake as well.
Cake, fags and coffee. Do you know what? I've just realised this actual minute. I've neglected to have my lunch. I bought a perfectly good soba cup noodle.
Soba?
Soba.
Is it not soda?
S-O-B-A.
I thought it was
Right,
D.
soba.
What?
I thought it was D.
No, it's soba noodles, man. They're like a type of a fried noodle, if you will. Anyway, I forgot to have them, but I did have a piece of cake though, which I'll move on to later of why we had the cake. And a packet of the finest Gold Wonder pickled onion crisps, ladies and gentlemen, which will probably come back to haunt me in a repeating fashion. So that, Anthony, is what we've had for lunch. What did you have?
We've all been really healthy, haven't we?
Have I, know? Do you know what I mean? It's excellent. And I breathed in some fumes.
So, next in is Sarah saying, what have we had for our lunch?
Too late, Sarah. Too late, Sarah.
Oh, there were literally microseconds between the two comments
There's
coming
no,
in.
You know, an atomic clock couldn't
You know,
split
on
the
another
difference.
screen,
Aye.
it might be ordered differently.
Could be, yeah, who knows? But as we see it, ladies and gentlemen, we can only react to the news as we find it. You know, we are true reporters. We don't make up the facts. We see them and then pass them on to you. So, sorry, Sarah. Try again next week.
We've got a hello from Michael Aiken.
Aha!
Margaret and
Hello
Alvin.
there, I'm Michael Aiken. I'm watching you. Like, hope you're doing all right, my man.
And then
Aye.
Sarah Superfan,
Oh,
as it
super
says.
fudge, got our badge.
I thought it said top fan.
It's top fan, whatever.
Well,
super
on my
top.
screen it says super fan.
Oh, it says top fan
Who
on mine.
knows? Facebook's off its whack this week.
It really is.
It just went on for 6 hours the other day, and then when you're trying to do a live broadcast, as I might have mimmed on about when I was doing my bingo, you can't look at the physically look at the comments
You can't.
while you. It's ridiculous, man.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg,
Go.
sort your act out, lad.
So Sarah's asking what
Right.
we're having for our dinner tonight.
Well, I think I'm having the lovely sham lovely heroes, and I'm going to try for sticky Korean barbecue chicken noodle affair. Aye, you know.
What about you, Mike?
I don't know.
Aye,
No, we're actually going to cook tonight because the last 2 nights we've not managed to cook
aye,
because it's been that chaotic.
aye.
So-
Would you have takeaway then?
We had takeaway last night.
Oh, would you have?
Oh no, did we have? No, we had freezer tea last night.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
aye.
so chicken nuggets and chips.
And alpha bites.
And alpha bites, yeah, and
Make 'em
beans.
swear.
And yeah.
So what do you have for your takeaway the other day then?
What we've had? We've had a Mackey's this week, which is very unusual midweek.
I haven't had clown week for nearly a
I
year.
haven't had clam meat for
No.
ages.
And we had something else as well. Oh, we had Thai.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
Lemongrass go.
that was just me. That was just me and Tina because Ryan
Tea
was out.
tonight,
Yeah. I
I might channel the inner Solomon and have Cumberland sausage black bean.
Do you know what? I tell you something. Fusion foods are my fault. You get these places now. I'm boring you. I know I'm boring you, but on with us, there's a point. I might not come into it till 2025. But yeah, you have fusion foods and this and the other. But yeah, Solomon used to attend Heathlands. Cumberland sausage with black bean sauce. I'd never eaten it. Yeah, I didn't steal the man's food. But the smell and the look with the sticky rice.
Yeah, sticky rice.
You know,
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling tonight.
Aye,
Because I've got
aye.
Cumberland sausage in, so there you go.
I love a bit of Cumberland sausage.
Yeah.
Like,
Now we've talked food, we'll
yeah.
crack on. Paul is saying hello from Green Buble.
Hello there.
Buble
The
birds.
green bubble there in the that there downstairs part of the. It's one of the toes of the footprint.
Yes.
One of the toes of the footprint.
Catherine's in saying afternoon.
How you doing? I hope you're all right.
Aye.
By the way,
Feet
words
up,
will be had.
plenty of fluids.
Aye.
Yep, there
A
we go.
good tatty pot and
Yeah,
all.
tatty pots.
By the way.
There we go. Pies.
Aye. Pie baps.
Oh,
Oh.
A hot pie bap.
It's just a collective.
Oh, aye. Bit of butter,
Yeah.
just for the extra lad. Oh, a bit of brown sauce.
a bit of moist.
Oh, what you need a bit of moist in a pie, John.
Yeah.
Mike, aye.
Jeanette's next in saying
Aye.
hello all from Heathlands Arms.
All right,
Hello,
lads, Jeanette, how you
Jeanette.
doing? We'll lay the answer in a bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Maria's saying hello from Abby, Emma, Lara, Mark, and her cheeky self from Purple.
Ah, Purple Bubble, are you doing all right? Do you know what? We've had a cracking morning
Have you?
in there this morning. But
more and
Going
on.
more and on within the showcase dart. There we go. We've got
Hey.
the Jeanette reply there. Call him response, but 30 seconds apart.
Alan's saying hello to us all and what we're having for our dinner.
Oh, we've done that, Alan. You're too late, lad.
Sorry, lad.
Too late, lad.
Oh no! If you read it carefully, he's trying to
Have
eat
you had a good dinner?
Oh,
from the green bubble.
Oh, well, we've talked
Yes.
about what we had or what we didn't have. This is the case, maybe. We've also talked about our future scran plans.
Yes.
Flans.
Then we've got Matthew saying hello and saying he's not being very well.
Hi, Matthew. Hi. No, we haven't prepared. Well, I'll do that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it old school. You know what I mean? We've been around the world and I've been saying having a date in different things, but I'm going to take it back. So, a bit of silence. Hello, Matthew, and I hope you're all right, and I hope you're enjoying having a date.
Hey.
Hi, Matthew. I know you've been a bit poorly in that with the old chesties. It seems to be a lot of him going around. But hope to see you on Monday. But don't worry, you know what I mean. Get back just when you're well, when you feel
Yeah.
you're putting to do so. But thanks for saying hi. Glad you're okay, mate.
Catherine says Rennie's for Spiff.
Rennie's hi.
Yep, always.
Always need a Rennie.
Always need a Rennie.
Shouldn't that be part of your equipment check?
Well, normally is. I've left him in my bag. It depends what I've had. If I've gone for the dinner with it has the raw onions in and the chilli and whatever, that's like.
We're not going to have an emergency live on camera then, are we?
Give me some Rennie stat. But no, I'm alright because I've just had cake.
Excellent, right. Sarah's saying, my
Yes.
mum and I might be going to the flat to measure stuff around
Oh,
the place.
aye.
Start
just got
buying
the-
kitchen appliances and
Exactly,
stuff.
aye. Yes, aye. Sarah's getting a new gaff and that's all
She
coming
is.
together fine. It's been on the cards for a while, so spot on with that one, Sarah. Nice one.
Jeanette's saying she's having Cumberland sausage, chips and gravy for tea.
Cumberland supper, Cumberland sausage
I
supper.
wouldn't do gravy with that, me personally.
What?
No.
Curry sauce.
Do you know what? No.
Mushy peas?
Oh, see, I don't know. No, I'm confused. It depends. Like, if it's a chippy
You've
tea.
bamboozled them.
No, if it's a chippy tea, it's a different kettle of fish. If it was a homemade tea, homemade. No, just do. Do you know what I do? Do homemade chips, Cumberland sausage, egg.
Oh, egg, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not. This sounds like a chippy tea to me.
Chippy tea, I just do put whatever you want on.
Everything.
Yeah. I've
When they said you want this,
I've like dippers.
So, little ramekins, four for £3 at Wilkinson's. I'm not being sponsored by
Do you
them.
know what we need to
Kickback.
do, Spiff? You know the Akari thing? You know where you get like an Indian, where you get lots of little dishes? We need to do a Cumberland equivalent.
Want that and a lazy Susan?
Yes.
Spit like Russian roulette, but for condiments. What is it? Oh, it's gravy.
With a pickled egg.
It's gravy. Oh, it's curry sauce. Aye. With eggs in the middle that fly out onto you. No, it's just the best.
Anyway, Anthony's saying he sent a message of his cake. Did we download?
Yeah, I've got
cake?
it.
Yeah,
Got
we've
it
got
in.
cake. There you go. Lizzie's saying hello.
Hello, you Alex.
What you doing? All right. Catherine's having Kievs for tea.
Oh. Now, are they your full-blown Kiev or my favourite, the mini Kiev? Cut them in half, pop a couple of peas in.
What?
Right, mini Kiev, chopping in. Mini Kiev, chips and peas, come on.
This is what happens when he doesn't eat.
You cut them in half, and then you pop a
You
couple of
literally
peas
pop
in.
peas in your mini cake.
Yeah, it's just a couple, you know, when you cut it in half.
Oh, it's wonderful watching, like looking
That's
at your soul.
by the way, I forgot, I haven't mentioned this yet. I had a dream last night, and I dreamt I was the proprietor of a place called the Rotunda of Wonder. I'm seriously, it was a big brick building. I was introducing like a Victorian show, ladies and gentlemen, come forth if you're there. To the Rotunda of Wonder. Right? I think I'll have the Kievs in that. It's Kievs and peas, dangling and stuff, and other things of majesty. There you go. That's
There we
sadness.
go.
Yeah, we got
Right. Anyway, moving on.
Right.
Michael of Alan Henshaw. Michael,
Oh right,
yes,
yeah. I get you now. You can see the penny dropping. What a clatter it, man.
Join it together.
Aye.
Work it out. He's saying they're having cake and custard tonight.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I'm not a fan of custard, though, I think that's.
Alan's saying book club went well.
Oh,
Good to know.
like custard,
Thank you very much.
nice one.
Catherine's saying she's got a lazy Susan if she wants to lend us
Oh, what? A lazy Susan.
We'll take you up on
I
that.
bet she's got doilies and all. She's the
Oh, she
same.
won't have doilies.
Aye,
Will
look-
she have anti-massacres?
Oh, well, what now?
Pardon?
You get creams for them.
Anti-massacres. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's them lacy things you put on your arms, your chest. It took me. I must have been
That's taking us back to like the early
decades and
70s.
decades. Everybody used to go on. I used to
I
see it
think
in
people
books.
were married with them.
See
So
people-
we can't have this anymore. It's 1979. We need to move on and embrace the future.
And people always, and I never knew what they were, and I always saw them in books and stuff. You know, and I'm like, what the hell's an anti-massacre?
Let's bring them back.
Yeah, I think
We'll
so.
get some.
Rounding off
Aye.
So
this kind of chaos. Jeanette's saying it's home cooked, it's not a chippy tea. She's got Cranston's Cumberland sausage.
Nice.
oh
And she may be having eggs and beans and brown
I
sauce
think so.
with it.
well, you see
Brown
that.
sauce, fine. Obviously, you want to go low and slow, let yourself go low and slow. There's With the Beastie Boys there for you. That's free from License to Ill 1977. Your Cumberland sausage in the oven, low and slow.
Yep.
You want a bit of crust on there, you know.
And there endeth
Go. Here we go.
the Scrooge
Right,
Shunter.
well, there you go. It's certainly turned out to be a show, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? No, I don't think anybody can take that fact away from us. But now we'll move on to news. Okay, first of all, what I've got, sing us to the horse on high. The blue bubble.
Open.
Or in French, ouvre. Yeah, so we, after some mad movings about and fanning about last Friday, big old thanks to Paul and people and that who were on the case with that. We actually were ready Monday morning, 9 o'clock, to ceremoniously turn the key to much fanfare. There was bands, there was the red arrows were flying over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's some people weeping. I think one of them was me. But yeah, so we opened the blue bubble for business. So that's been running all weekend. And you know, a few savings and all that, as you're bound to have. But on the whole, it's working very well. You know, so big massive thank you to all involved.
Nice vibe in there.
It is. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too.
I'm enjoying it. lovely big telly. The sound quality on that's superb.
It's
The
the biggest
webcams-
one. It's the biggest one on site, believe it or not.
It is.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the camera in there. It's got a bit of a wide angle, and
Yeah.
it's really good quality as well. So that's that open. Also, as part of the Blue Bubble openage thing, a big massive welcome back this week to Anthony and Joanne Rudd. So we had Joe on
Tuesday.
and we had them both on Wednesday. So it was good to see them back, and also a big massive welcome. It was first time at Heathlands this week, and she's been here to the third day. To Clara, it was absolutely fantastic.
Welcome, Clara.
Welcome to the chaos. So it's good to that, and with going on with some people returning and doing extra. Lara, see if she's going to use Lara over there in the purple bubble. Brilliant. Lara's been attending Fridays. As for Monday, she's going to be coming on a Monday too. So it's going to be great to have you there. And I think we've got a few things down the road of extra, people coming a bit extra, but we'll talk about
As it happens.
As it happens. What have I wrote that for? What does it even say? I'm going to go back to that. I've realised what I'm doing. Okay. So,
Yeah, you're at work, Spiff.
I am. Is that what it is? Or is it just the
Is
the fevered dream of a madman? A big, massive, we mentioned it last week, big, massive happy birthday for yesterday to Mr. Adrian Docker, Esquire, who turned 60. Would you?
The big
Adam
6-0.
And even.
Yeah.
And even
60.
better than that,
60.
he brought cake in today, did he not?
He did.
He did bring
And I had a little slice of that bad boy, and Vinny's it was too. So many more of them, Adrian. He's one of the elder statesmen of the Heathlands project. He's been here since
the beginning.
the very beginning.
Adrian.
Yeah, he
So-
is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was down at Araby, wasn't it?
Right, and Paddy,
Yeah,
he went for a scran. I asked him this morning what he did. He had a good side. Went for a scran. Asked him what he had. I got this word, which I think just encompasses everything. Beef. so got it to roast in it, then it was burger, sausage, whatever, just beef. Beef was the thing. Have I got anything more? Mike, actually, got a
Hello.
bit of news.
Yes.
He's got us some new tools, which he's going to whap out and bring aloft. Now, I want to have a gang with one of these.
Oh, hang on. I've got to insert my shaft.
Here we go. I told
I like you.
you. Time.
Oh,
Here we go.
my camera's too
Aye,
narrow.
wait till I move
Look
this
at
thing.
this bad boy.
Gee, how much was that? Oh, don't put it near me, you idiot. Oh, it's alright. What's that? Is that the DigiGrip Pro or something? What does it say?
Digi Pro brushless.
What?
It's
Brushless?
a battery operated
Brushless?
trimmer.
The science. That was a few, but that's it's got a good length, hasn't it?
It has. It's the highest power battery one they do.
Really?
Aye,
Really?
yeah.
Are we getting a kickback from them? That's all?
Possibly. I'll
I
see
hope
if
so.
it gets sponsored.
It's sponsored by Digi.
So-
Brushless thing.
So yes,
Right.
we're slowly revving up to have a big push on
See
getting.
what you did there?
Ah,
See what you
yeah,
did
you
there?
see. So we're having a big push on trying to start getting the site tidied over the winter.
Yes, sir.
So watch this space. There'll be more coming up on that in future
Right,
episodes.
right.
Yeah, so that's it. Now we've finished the blue bubble, we can move to new projects because that's been absorbing.
It's like anything, isn't it? It's like we're like a shark, ladies and gentlemen. If we stop, we die.
We realise what we're doing.
Keep going.
Doesn't matter if it's
Push
logical. We're just going on.
In other news, you may remember we spoke about this probably a few months ago, but Mark and Helen were helping distribute new technologies to people.
Oh, that's right, aye.
Tablets.
Did you read the report? Well, you sent me the report.
I sent you
didn't
the report,
Yeah.
yes.
Was it good?
It was very good,
Oh,
actually.
that's
But as a little Brucey bonus, they've sent us more SIM cards with lots more data on. So if there's anybody out there in Videoland,
Across the footprint.
across the footprint, who has got one of the tablets that we were distributing, if you're running out of data because you've been streaming too many Netflix,
Aye.
we can probably sort you
Talk
out.
to Mark.
Talk to Mark.
So is that like a bribe or something? Did you get there?
Do you know?
No.
Just like hold that up again, right? Those little cards there, right? When they got delivered by Amazon on DVD or
Where's
whatever
the
it was,
box?
box this big,
No way.
Huge, yeah.
this
Do
big.
you know why I think they do that? Seriously. Because there's a lot of stuff about that. It's like, oh, I bought this thing and it's like a big old box like that. It's so they can't put it through the letterbox. You know what I mean? You can't just do it. It's like, oh no, you've got to arrange. You know what I mean? keeps the machinery moving.
Sneaky,
Bloody
sneaky.
Bezos. That's where he's taking hands. He's gone up to space, taking bloody Captain Kirk next week. Just because of that. It's a big box. I'm on a rant. I'm going to stop.
It's back to you, Spiff.
Right, okay then. So, I think...
Oh, did we have sports news?
Have we got sports news?
I don't know. Did we talk about the sport of the league? Was that last week? Am I getting confused?
Anyway,
Right now, I
Spotch
can do botch news.
Here we go.
Oh, hello.
She's got a book, ladies and
I've got a
gentlemen.
book.
Old school.
I'm glad that's what you said.
Nick did tell me last week that Heathlands A
Aye.
played Heathlands B.
Oh, good much.
Yeah, and Heathlands A won.
Ah,
Yeah.
So
Well done.
Boccia League is back up and running.
Yep.
yeah, that's right.
And
We've
yes,
got, is
the
it-
first win for Heathlands
Aye.
was Andrew, Chris, Daniel, and Wayne.
Well done, lads. Well done.
There we
That's,
go.
yeah, Bowman's involved in all that.
Yeah, we're starting. Some of the old faces are coming back.
Yeah.
As we're easing out of the COVID
Oh,
restrictions.
speaking of old botchers, we've got a ringer.
What?
Do you know who's good at the old botcher, apparently? I'm going to try and see if she wants to get involved next week. Clara.
Ah, yes, we have a very good authority. Yes, yeah.
Ah,
So,
excellent.
you know, bring the big guns in, you know what I mean? It's not part of our policy for recruiting people. You know what I mean? It's not the Soviet
But it does
Union. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're doing a Masters in Physics, but you happen
Ooh.
to be 7'3". Oh, you're in the basketball team. Yeah. What have we got with that one? So is that the end of the news?
I think it
In
is.
that case, before we go raj with art, etc., join with us, screen paper.
Screen Peeps is not much
Oh.
on.
It's all right.
So
That doesn't matter. It's too late. now.
It's oh,
Oh, there we go.
we got
Yes.
we've got a double button, which is
alright.
just making me very confused.
Okay. Jeanette's saying always low and slow.
Gotta be.
Gotta be. She's saying she didn't see the red arrows, but
Oh.
there was a lot of geese this morning.
There was. They're funny. They're getting in there high.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, it's that time of year,
that.
isn't it?
It is
I
that
like.
time of year.
I like that time of year. And the other time you haven't come back.
And finally, Jeanette is saying Adrian started in September 2006, only beaten by Heather as the eldest member, or longest standing member,
aye.
who was
God, blimey.
August 2006.
Aye,
So
look what
just
we've done to
4
them. Look
weeks.
what we've done to them. ladies and gentlemen.
4 weeks between
They've
them.
aged gracefully with us. So, right, okay, so that's a bit of that then. So I think now, I don't know about you, Mike, I don't know about you, Helen, but about this time on a Friday afternoon, I like to sit back, I like to relax as much as I can, and enjoy the majesty of our showcase Extreme to the Max this week, featuring Minion Squad, Art Classes, Owls, and fanning about in the woods. So here we go. Here is the scran, as promised. This is. Hang on, where were you?
Oh.
You have to.
Yeah,
sort of-
I didn't
Yeah,
move
yeah.
my mouse
Okay,
fast
so
enough.
you didn't know. So that's Anthony, and I think this is some sort of apricot slice.
It's apricot shortbread.
How do you think of that then? Just make shortbread, then put apricots
put
on it.
dried apricots
So what's
in
on
Oh, there we go.
Well, what's going on? Yeah.
What's he doing?
What we're doing is it's called inline
Mark.
editing.
Come back, all is
Yeah.
forgiven.
So, right, so Anthony, that looks it's a wodge, isn't it? It's a wodge, isn't it? So well done, Anthony, for that one. Next up we've
hang on.
the scene. He's lost his slider. Here
No,
we go.
there we go.
Right,
There we go.
No,
so,
you need to
well,
back
that's all right.
again.
No, what?
there we go.
Hello.
That way, that.
Now what I'm going
Oh,
to do,
wait,
look,
hang on,
this is live editing, ladies and
Yeah, this is
gentlemen.
what you see,
Live,
yeah, so
absolute.
this
This is
way,
what you
yeah.
don't normally
Oh,
get to
right,
see.
right.
Hang on a second, just give me 1 second.
So,
Move.
right, Tom, what are you there?
Oh
that's
no,
it.
wrong way. I wanted that one to go to the top.
Anywho,
Carry on, crack on.
in the meantime, a song. Fly me to the moon.
There we go.
Right, so, again, Blue Bubble, or otherwise known as Minion Bubble, because of its blue and yellow colour scheme. Do you see where we're going, ladies and gentlemen? So, Maria crocheted. I should know me faff by now. Crocheted a Minion, which the lovely Kaylee is modelling now. I think we've got another person modelling it next there, yeah? There we are. Scream it up.
Hey!
Oh, it's Steve-O.
Steve-O.
So that was his first day in the Google.
That is a brilliant fact. I want that on a t-shirt.
That should be all about.
Do you know what? We need to print that and frame it.
Yeah.
No, it does. That
that's
needs
really good one.
frames.
It's really
It's
good one.
great.
Excellent. Right, shall we move on?
Steve-O, yes, let's do that thing.
Right.
Next up we have.
Where we're going next, ladies and
Ah.
gentlemen?
Hey!
Hey!
You want those? I'll give you those. No. Big old thank you actually to Cheryl, because Cheryl was out in the boots on Sunday and I spied this sort of owl cushiony kit So she got that for Joy because Joy loves making those sort of things. And that was sort of done in a day, really. Glue guns had to be used at some point because some of it, because it was quite a large item.
Absolutely beautiful, but trying to sew through like 3 or 4 layers of felt.
No, it's ridiculous.
Like even I'd struggle with that. It.
So what we did is
like a glue gun.
Then the glue gun solves all.
Does.
But so Joy, well done, brilliant work, cool.
You can slide it along.
Yeah, but I've tried that
Hey,
before.
right,
I'm a bit trigger happy. We end up jumping.
Hot off the press, ladies and gentlemen. This very morning, few of known and been involved, in fact, in sort of classes. So we've got started up a few weeks ago. We've got the independent living. We've got the wonders of nature. And the sort of independent sort of cooking thing. So today was the first little session, just this morning, of the class art thing. So as you can see there, we've got Lauren involved, we've got Abby, we've got Mark Grader, we've got Emma Powell, and next week we'll have the big bad return of the Michael Carter. So
and Mr. Beatty.
Who tuned in from
Cyprus?
I did, There.
Aye. Unbelievable, I saw Mr. Carter tuned in.
That's commitment there.
Isn't it? No, it's with the extra
and
one.
it's to his
So
credit.
I thought, no, here we go. You wanted Funny About the Woods, did you? I'll give you Funny About the Woods. Alan sent these in, so thanks for this. So on Monday, Sean and I think Volunteer Mike.
I think if you continue watching.
Aye. Hello, there's an Airkin.
So which woods were they in?
They're down by the Kingmill a bit.
Ah,
There's a lovely one of
the
Alan's
nature
finger there, as you can see. We're balanced precariously on there though. So what's going on here?
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to see if I can get it any better quality.
No, it's just the quality of the picture, it's not the... but yeah, so balanced precariously on Alan's finger, there is on the left. Is it left? Yeah. Volunteer Mike, so it's good to have him. I think we've got a Paul, Michael, Connor, and a Sean.
Mr. Sunshine.
Mr. Sunshine. Sean Conley. Look, it's got the power stance, hasn't it?
Yeah, proper power stance there.
I'm in the woods with some blokes and an old one, there you go.
I think that might be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. So as I say, it was a very brief art showcase today, ladies and gentlemen, so thanks for joining us for that. But I'm sure you can agree, there was a lot of things in there that were full of majesty, so that was art showcase. Exceeding to the max. There you go. So, any old screen pick, you don't have to do the button, it's all you can if you want. Any screen
Well,
pick,
now I know which one it is. Well, there we go.
Out and out.
So, Mike Harrington's saying,
Hello, Mike.
hello, Mike, Spiff and Helen.
I like Bob.
Went to see the James Bond movie
Oh, aye.
on Saturday night. Well, I've just asked him, is it any good? So we await.
Well, I'm not being funny, the money that chucked at the thing, you'd think you'd be hoping it was alright. I mean, he goes on for a bit and all, doesn't it?
Nearly 3 hours, I
Daniel
think.
Craig?
Yes.
Yeah. He's got star on Hollywood now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's older than me and you, Spiff, and he's still got a six pack.
Aye, well, yes, I prefer the barrel look. What's more that? I mean, I'm probably very muscular underneath this layer of fat and fodder. But we'll never know, ladies and gentlemen. We'll never know.
And I'm not finding out.
Exactly.
Now, I do believe our Sean has seen the James Bond movie as well, and he said it was very, very good, but very, very long.
Right, you're getting your money's worth. You haven't been to cinemas for like 18 months. You want to, really get your money.
Got the view for a fiver, 3 hours of film. That's not bad.
It's pretty good value. Pretty good value then.
Good value.
Hello. Oh, we nearly had an incident then.
No, mate.
Oh, my chair. Oh,
there we go. Live on TV. Mike
nearly toppled over.
So
yes.
Sorry,
Mike said it was very good.
Oh, that's one.
And Anthony's saying,
Hi.
hello, Mike.
Hello, Anthony. There you are, that camera. I keep looking at Spiff's camera, which is completely useless because it's pointing the wrong way.
Right then. So I'm just going to go with the breaking news. So yesterday, I was up and about along the footprint and towards the back of the site, going towards the car park. I noticed with my right little eye on the fence posts there was conical mounds of oats.
Conical, you say?
Conical. Stretched out into the distance. What's this, I thought? Then I looked down and there was some scattered on the ground. And I thought, right, here we go. It's obviously took ferrying about with a bloody...
Of course it has to be me.
You know, well, yeah, I thought there's going to be a camera somewhere.
There's going to be peanuts in a minute.
Oh, I'm trying to track. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if it was Crystal and followed it trapped. But yeah, so I thought, yeah, it's obviously something to do with the, you know, the Heathlands habitat. You set up a camera, this, that, and the other, right? So Helen comes in. Goes, like, what's all this? Carry on with the oats. Blank look, ladies and gentlemen, nothing to do.
Literally nothing to do with me.
And I was like, that's unbelievable.
Well, so he said he's like, go down and have a look, and I'm like, what is this?
It looked
it's
like some
ritualistic
sort of...
oats.
It did, it looked like you're trying to summon some
offerings.
giant squirrel from the sky. Anyhow, this morning, right, I was explaining, I can see, have you been up, go up there, right? There's this, it's weird, man, there's all these oats and that. To Paul, I said, have a look. She was like, oh yeah, I did that. What? Apparently, she had some out-of-date oats, well, I'll give it to the birds. Threw it on the gas, so they won't see them there, so she said, I put them on one, and she goes, well, when I've done one, I couldn't stop. Just off she went. So thank you, Paula, there, for the consternation, and I was questioning my own sanity for that. Which leads us neatly on to this week's Heathlands habitats, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Hedgehogs are on. How can you help? I don't know.
Hedgehogs at home. So this week, or the past couple of weeks, I took a couple of the cameras home. He's not paused the game.
Oh, was I supposed to be pausing?
Yeah.
Again, you see, this is I've never done this feature before. This is brand new to me, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what's going on. I was just looked at to press a button.
Slide it back.
But there was no further instructions.
No,
Right, that one. There we go.
So, this week or last week at home, I took a couple of cameras home over the weekend.
Right.
Because our next door neighbour said that he was sure that the hedgehogs were back in our gardens. And Eva really, really loved the idea of being able to feed the hedgehogs and like seeing if they were there. So that's Eva putting sunflower hearts out to try and photograph, video, entice the hedgehogs.
Right.
So yeah, if you play on, you can see.
Enticed hedgehogs.
Yeah.
There we go, there, enticed. Eyes away, he's had enough.
I've stopped again.
It's alright, you can just carry on playing it because there's a few photographs of the hedgehogs. So there we go.
That's a good
so
one.
we position them different places in the garden to try and capture them. But yeah, what I thought I would talk to you about is pause.
Yes, mistress.
Thank you.
So there, you've got pause on their eyes, sorry. That bit.
I put this photograph in just because. Can you see? It looks like it's lit up at the bottom.
Aye.
That's the infrared light of one of the other cameras.
Aye.
So the camera's being triggered by the hedgehog down the bottom, but it's also triggered the camera up the top.
So just to explain that, ladies and gentlemen out there, this, if you were stood there,
you'd see nukes.
you wouldn't see anything because that light that you can see there is not visible to the human eye.
It's not.
No, it will be visible to certain animals.
Yeah.
Foxes can see it.
Yeah. But the hedgehogs won't even notice.
No.
They won't notice that they're being lit up, illuminated in the night, because they use the night as protection because the other things can't see them that might try and eat them.
So this time of year, it's really, really good time to see hedgehogs.
Yes, that's what. Oh, sorry, are we playing again?
Oh,
Oh, God. I thought that was the end.
No.
Oh.
So
the problem with fencing.
So,
the problems with fences, they're bloody hell.
Oh, hang on. Hello.
Oh,
Well, look at that. Look,
right.
whoa, look at them.
As I was saying, our
Looks
neighbours
like
and I,
that.
we've got we can capture not capture, but we can see the hedgehogs and stuff, and we've got them going between our gardens, and that's because we've got gaps under our fences.
Aye.
Yeah, and we've deliberately got gaps under our fences. The problem with modern builds and modern housing
It's all concrete.
is you look at that, it's all concrete at the bottom,
Aye.
and hedgehogs can't travel. They
Well, how
can't
do they
move
get in
around.
then?
Well, that's the problem.
They're
That's
just
why.
spontaneously.
That's why you don't see
Right.
hedgehogs in your garden
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
So one of the things that we can do is to open up gaps in the bottom of our fences.
Would like that,
And you
do you
can
mean?
actually get special. You can actually get special concrete bottoms.
Is this like the Hodgetats? That you can get special.
Yeah, you
special.
can you can get. Well, we're going to come on to
Oh,
that.
right.
Oh, look at that! I'm preempted.
You are. So yeah.
Well,
you
where
Did you
did you
take
get
that,
such a thing as what you
or was
speak
that a
of?
press shot?
no, it's a press shot.
It must have been there for 5 hours.
But yeah, you can remove the concrete and put in like gaps. Like
Alright, try and get you that.
wire fencing or whatever, or you can put pipes between your hedges or whatever.
Right.
But one of the reasons that hedgehogs are in massive decline is because their habitat and where they naturally live is all being closed off and fenced off. So the other things that we can do to promote hedgehogs is open up our fences, as I say, but we can help them with food. So what do hedgehogs like to eat?
Worms.
Well, I've already mentioned that Eva put out sunflower hearts. The other thing you can feed them is cat food.
So I thought they were croutons. I thought that's a bit middle class. Yes, we've got some sourdough croutons for the hedgehogs there.
So yeah, hedgehogs can eat dry cat food and wet cat food. It's really good for them, and if you want to be able to see hedgehogs, if you've opened up your fences and you can do that in your garden, putting out a very shallow dish of water and of food, and just like sit back and watch, because they will come.
See, the things with my gaff, seriously, I'm not, I'll make a light of it. My gaff is like it's like a playground for cats to come in, so I could leave that out and they'd be gone and think, oh, gosh, they've got lots of hedgehogs. No, just the greedy cats from the estate.
Instead, you would put out sunflower hearts and mealworms.
Oh, right, okay.
So, what you feed the birds, basically.
I believe I'm correct in this, but correct me if I'm wrong, that you shouldn't put out, like, in the old days, you were always told to put bread and milk out. No, ladies and gentlemen, no.
Guts, doesn't it?
Yeah. Really not good for them.
No.
The other thing I should
It's like Spiff without Rennies.
As Halloween
don't do that, Mike.
As Halloween is coming up, a lot of people, after they've carved their pumpkins, put them out in the garden for the birds to eat and stuff. Don't leave them on the ground, because pumpkins are toxic for hedgehogs.
Well, you know, well, not say I hope so, but what I mean is they come from a different complete continent from where they're.
So really, so if you're going to put your pumpkin out for the birds and that, make sure it's upper height, not on the deck.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the food. I can skip on because of just pictures of food.
Hey, do you want a hedgehog fact?
Go on then.
Hedgehog fact.
Give us a hedgehog fact.
Right then, so we have hedgehogs, right? Now, some of you may or may not have heard of a sea creature called the sea urchin. Yeah?
Yes.
Spiky thing, right?
I swam into one once in Greece. It hurt.
Imagine. But the reason they're called sea urchins, and not just urchins, is because until the 15th century, ladies and gentlemen, the English word for a hedgehog was an urchin.
No.
So it's urchin, sea urchin.
I did not know that.
So the old word for hedgehog was urchin. It's not interesting, but it is a fact. There you go.
So finally, for Heathlands Habitats, if you really want to go to town and try and help out hedgehogs, what you can do is
Warwick Road.
You can buy hedgehog houses or make one. So this is the Cumbria, well, it's Wildlife Trust's guide on how to make a hedgehog house. So yeah, we'll put that up on our Facebook page. So if anybody wants to,
that's deluxe.
Deluxe.
That is a deluxe one.
Deluxe. Yeah.
Deluxe.
So yeah. Basically, you need to make something that's all sheltered and.
Yeah, and just so you're aware, ladies and gentlemen, we've had for a number of years now a couple of hodgy tats, as they're known in the trade, sited around the Heathlands footprint, strategically positioned around the Heathlands footprint. So we've been doing our bit to help the old hedgehogs, and also another thing. For gardeners, keen gardeners, hedgehogs are lovers of slugs.
Well, they do love slugs.
And gardeners are not lovers of slugs. No.
Yeah.
So
there's a problem with slugs at the moment. We've got an invasion of what's called
Spanish
slugs.
It's because it's warm and moist.
Yeah, I mean, they can't travel across the sea.
No, they come in through birds.
Would
you like me to draw you a picture?
No, I can understand.
The problem with Spanish slugs is they are quite adept at dry, arid environments, which means that they can procreate better.
Well, you would yourself, wouldn't you?
There you go. Anyway, back to the studio.
Anyway,
is that it?
Do you know what?
Oh, right.
That was.
Hang on a minute.
She's going to do your wife.
There we go.
That was literally the definition of education and edutainment, or edutainment. You know, I'm liking being facted on a Friday.
Oh yeah.
I always do, Mike. It's part of my condition.
Well, it's a nice way to finish off the week, to be facted.
Before your Cumberland sausage.
That's right.
So, before we finally slam the emergency brakes on this juggernaut of a show, ladies and gentlemen.
Would it be that? Look, I found the right button.
Before we released into the wild to go feral.
Screen peeps. Catherine's in saying, what's everybody up to at the weekend? Any plans, Spiff?
I actually haven't, no. No, I haven't. I'll see my boy on Sunday. But yeah, it's some other kind of sort of a free day and stuff. Yeah, I'm a bit bamboozled for those viewers who know me. I've done 2 weeks in a row with me Thursday off. I've done it this morning. I woke up like this. I didn't know which world it was on all the time for it. But yeah, so I'll be maybe chilling a bit in the morning and. Oh no, I've got to go and get me.
Yeah, you're having your doodah. And funnily enough, you'll be being joined by Mistress Fisher. I'm jumping in here. I'm stealing Helen's job.
Stealing me thunder, eh?
Eden Street. So that's my crack.
So what are you up to, Mike?
Hopefully having a nice peaceful weekend.
You said
that.
You said it.
Because the last few weekends have been a bit mental because I've been delivering my son to university, then him losing his accommodation, so having to pick him up from university and take him back again, all in the same weekend. Over the last 2 weekends.
You'll laugh about it one day.
One day. So I'm hoping to, have a bit of time at home and actually, remember where I live and things like that. So before that we had COVID, so I was isolating from my daughter who had it. So I was isolating from Tina. So it was just like I've been camping out for 3 months. Bizarre. So hopefully, I'm hoping there's a Grand Prix or something on that I can just sit back and relax and not have to think.
There you go.
But that's unlikely to happen.
I've got no firm plans, but I do want to go down to the new tribe village thing.
Yes, that might be. There might be a dog walk down there.
The container things, big park or whatever.
Do you know Bella?
Aye.
Bella has got the taco place at the new Bits Park. Yeah, tacos.
So I'm a fan of the tacos since Edinburgh.
Well, that
sounds like I was in a war. I was a fan of since Edinburgh. I became a fan of the taco.
Yeah, I really want to go down to the tribe container village and try out
the toilet facilities there.
Yes.
As a man of a certain age now, that's my first question.
Did you see what they were up to yesterday down at the tribe place? Puppy yoga.
What?
Right, no. I'm going to draw a line, and that's the
puppy yoga.
Puppy yoga. Literally, people on the deck doing stretches and that, but
if
with
this
puppies.
Civilization gets wiped out, and that's the only evidence of our passing, you know what I mean? Oh, pyramids dust, but we found this video of people with what the hell are they doing? They deserve to be slaughtered.
So there we go.
Anyhow,
moving on. Jeanette's saying Mark come back, all's forgiven.
I don't believe it. I'm not even supposed to say it.
There's always an element of jeopardy when we and you are together, isn't there?
A little bit.
It's fresh.
Catherine's saying she would just get rats if she put cat food out.
There you go, you see. You know what I mean? So all these ideas come from middle class people in luxurious grounds.
Yep.
Anyway, on that social...
Wait. Matthew's saying, have a good weekend, everyone.
Cheers, my man. You too, as well,
guys. And Anthony, finally, is saying it's the Turkish Grand Prix.
Excellent.
Good. Sunday.
So I have got a Grand Prix.
What a raki, a kebab, and the telly.
Hey, have you been to the new Turkish restaurant?
No, I know you have.
Yes, very nice. Yes.
Anatolia. Is it Anatolia?
Anatolia, yeah. So yeah, it's where the steakhouse.
The one that's opposite Castle.
Yeah, that's very nice. If you like your Turkish food, or your Lebanese food, or your Middle Eastern food.
Basically, it's the same sort of thing.
Just different names. Don't say that though.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Just come up the kitchen, Raj.
You missed an interesting one.
Did I?
You did, yeah. Well, there was an amusing anecdote about your sister being
I've missed that, haven't I?
ram raided by a hedgehog while out photographying.
Yeah.
And where was that other one I saw? Oh yes, she's elaborated on the Spiff trap. Following on from the oats story. Saying that the ideal trappage material, the ideal bait, that's the word I'm looking for, would in fact be a trail of Space Invaders and Cheese XL. So there's a hint for Cheryl. If you ever want to do anything, just trail a little sprinkling.
I'll just follow that line.
And just last in, Paula, birds like oats.
That was it. So I sorry, I know I'm shutting around. Because first of all, it wasn't Helen, and then maybe it's the beekeepers. Here's me googling, do bees like oats? Between bees and oats, right? And I'm like, no, oats is self-pollinating.
Do you know what Paula said to me?
That's your gift to me, Paula.
She said, well, I don't understand because I've been down to look. Some of the oats have been eaten, but some of the oats haven't. What's wrong with those oats on that post when the oats on that post have gone?
Maybe Paula will just
Never know.
And on that highly charged emotional bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a brilliant weekend. I hope you have a massively good week. I think it's going to be Helen and Mark doing this next week. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Adaptive is our middle names here. Massive thank you to Mike for stepping in. Big ol' thank you to Miss Helen Turk.
Thank you, Spiff.
No bother at all. And from all of us here in the Towers of Power, broadcasting from here to you, all across the footprint, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, a big goodbye. Ta-da!
Ta-da!